All right, so thanks for joining in person and online for the ICG meeting. Guess we can just go around. I'll start with the room, go around and just say your name and where you work.
Okay. I'm Catherine Salarano and I work at MDE.
I'm Sophia Cortazzo from MDOT.
Keith Kachar, former chip coordinator, I guess.
Good morning. This is Mukhlisur Rahman, BMC.
Brian Ryder, BMC.
I'm Anna Marshall with BMC. So now we can go, I'll go down the list online, starting with Zach.
Yes, hello, Zach Kaufman, BMC.
Brian Ulrich. Yes. Brian, can you hear us from your phone? Looks like you're logged in on the phone.
Okay, sorry. I had to figure out how to unmute. Sorry, Brian Ulrich, Anne Arundel County, representing BRTB.
Great, thank you. Jasmine.
Good morning. Jasmine Champion, Federal Highway, Maryland Division, Planning Program Manager.
Awesome. And Nicole.
Good morning, Nicole Condell with BMC, TIP Coordinator.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for joining. So I'm hoping this will be a pretty quick meeting. I mean, we have, we'll go through some of the new projects for the 2027, the 2030 TIP, and just look at the exempt, non-exempt status. And just as a reminder, the February minutes were approved via email, and they're available on our website if you want to go back and look at them. As well as the March amendment. We had one amendment in March, which was approved via email too. There's no amendments for April, but there will be a decent amount for May, I think. So more amendments next month. So I guess moving along, just for item number 2, we can go through the exempt, non-exempt status of projects. And for people online, if I just switch tabs, can you see that new PDF?
Yep.
Okay, awesome, thank you. So we had 4 new projects submitted for the TIP, and I sent 4 different spreadsheets to you all. It was the new projects, existing projects that will review their exempt status, the existing exempt projects, and existing non-exempt projects. And so this is just the 4 new ones, and they're all proposed to be exempt for now, but we can go through them. So the first one is for Baltimore City, and it's King Street sidewalk installation for equity and transit connection. It's, I guess they're going to construct an ADA compliant sidewalk and pedestrian ramps on the east side of King Street between Pratt and Lombard Street, and also on the pedestrian bridge over 95. I always need to like think of where this might be. So it looks like this one recommended to be exempt. I don't see any reason why it's not exempt, but what do you all think?
I agree. Yep, seems pretty straightforward on that one.
Okay. Okay. So that one can remain exempt. The next one's also with Baltimore City. So new signal at Liberty Heights Avenue and Oakland Avenue, Harsdale Avenue. But this project is going to improve safety by installing a full traffic signal at Liberty Heights Avenue and have pedestrian countdown signals, ADA compliant curb ramps, marked crosswalks to improve safety and accessibility at the intersection. It looks like it'll be mostly funded through MDOT SHA, and the City of Baltimore will fund the design phase and provide match. So again, this one proposed exempt because of it's improving safety and pedestrian safety and accessibility. So yeah.
Agreed.
I agree with exact on that one.
All right.
I have a question on that one now. I think Zach and Nicole, maybe you can confirm or not, isn't there already a traffic signal project in Baltimore City? Why is this one like a separate standalone project? Isn't there like a
Citywide.
Baltimore, a citywide traffic that includes signals?
There is a citywide traffic signals project. I would guess it's because I don't have a straightforward answer. I would guess it's because they received this HSIP money and that is why, and they wanted to reflect that as a new visual project, but we would have to confirm with the city, I think, unless Nicole has additional information.
Nope, that would have been my answer as well.
Okay. You agree with that, though? You guys agree that it should be a separate project?
I don't see a problem with it being a separate project, but we can confirm with the city.
Okay.
Okay. I can check into that one.
I don't disagree with the exempt
Yeah.
status if it is a separate project, of course,
Yeah.
but
All right.
Would that citywide one, is that on the existing project list?
Yes,
yeah,
it
and that
should
would be
be.
also
Okay,
exempt.
also exempt, so, okay.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. The next one is Harford County, Columbia Road Bridge number 223, proposed to be exempt. And this project is to replace the entire bridge that carries Columbia Road over a tributary of Deer Creek. And there is no change in capacity. The roads stay 2 and 2 lanes. And yeah, I mean, bridge replacement and maintenance is an exempt category for if there's no capacity. Okay.
Yep.
No bridge approaches or anything being widened or anything?
Not that I saw in the description for this one. I don't know, Nicole or Zach, if you know if there was any approaches for this specific project.
I would have to check with the project sponsor on that as well.
Sorry, guys, am I being difficult?
No, it's good.
So should I follow up with them on that? Would that affect the exemption status?
I think if it was,
Depends on the length of it.
if it was a longer approach with widening, it might affect the exempt status, but
And then would it like drop back down to like a 2-lane?
Or
Or
the
is
bridge
it,
itself.
yeah.
I think it's a 2-lane roadway and it's maintaining 2 lanes on the bridge, so I don't think there's any, we can confirm, but if it's a 2 to 2, typically the roadway is also 2 lanes. We know that we can confirm that the roadway is 2 lanes.
So then there shouldn't be any capacity improvements,
Yeah.
even if they widen the shoulders or whatever on the roadway. It's
Yeah.
not gonna change.
Yeah.
Capacity, so you're good.
It's not like 8 lanes feeding into the Bay Bridge.
Like,
Like, 2-lane road here.
All right, and then our final new one is Maryland Transportation Authority, US 5301 Bay Bridge Pier Protection. So I guess they are looking to design and install an enhanced pier protection system at the eastbound and westbound Bay Bridge spans based on current bridge standards. And I don't know if this one is like in addition to the new construction that they're doing. Like, are they doing this as preventative maintenance on the existing bridge? And then
Yeah, this is to prevent what happened at the Key Bridge until they rebuild the new bridges.
Okay.
got it.
So why isn't this just included in the Bay Bridge project itself?
Because he said it's
This is
protection on the
this is
existing
the-
bridge until they build
Until
the
they
new
do,
one.
gotcha.
Is that
I should
right,
listen
Brian?
better.
Yeah,
I think
What
that's
did
what
you
he
say?
said. I was just confirming what you said was this would be on the existing bridge until the new one is built.
Correct. This is those dolphins or whatever they call them.
Uh-huh.
Just the pier protection to keep the ships from running into the piers, and that those will go on the existing spans, and then as the new ones come in, they'll have that part of this construction. But this is retrofitting the existing.
Okay.
okay, that makes sense. And I guess it's a safety risk mitigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seems safety related.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing because it is related to roadway transportation, but it seems like it's more, it's in the water, but it's related
Yeah,
to the road.
that's what I was
not-
questioning, is it even a surface transportation project?
Right,
Yeah.
I guess. In a looser way than the other ones.
Right. Okay, so.
Got disrupted enough, so I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
So I guess we're good with the exempt status for this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, so all 4 new projects will be exempt. And then before voting, just wanted to also go through, so.
Sorry to interrupt, Anna.
Yeah, sure.
We actually have 2 new projects that are not on that list you just had up, and I apologize as I'm like settling into this role. I should have had this information to you earlier, but I'm wondering if 2 new projects that just came in over the last like week or so, if we could go over those as well. I believe they're also exempt, and I have the information. I can pull it up and walk through each of the projects. And these are going to be amendments for May to the 26 to 29 tip, as well as included in the 27 through 30 tip.
Sure, yeah, you can go ahead and share if you have these.
Okay, awesome. Let's see here. All right, so the first project, can everybody see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, great. The first project is through SHA, Road to Freedom Trail. And the description for this project is it is a feasibility study for Road to Freedom, which is a portion of a trail between Goucher College and Hampton National Historic Site. And this will be a cycling and pedestrian trail connecting sites of historical significance and increasing access for nearby residents and visitors. And this is going to be funding for the engineering phase only for this project. And although it doesn't state it here on the page from the this is from the request from SHA. I would recommend exempt conformity status for this project.
And for these two projects, is it, they're gonna be in this batch that we're going over today, or it's still gonna be a May amendment? Like, are we gonna vote on them all together?
Nicole, you said this will be amended in, but it's also a new project, right?
Yes, so both. So right now I would recommend voting on for 27 through 30 it being exempt. And then this project will show up again for the May 26 to 29 amendments.
Okay, gotcha. But aside from that, yes, it does seem exempt as a pedestrian and bicycle trail.
Agreed.
Okay, great. Are there any other questions on this project? Awesome. I will move on to the second project. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that.
Just laughing that Keith didn't have any comments on it.
Oh, well then that's great. I must have gotten through everything then. All right, this is another SHA project, Dobbin Road Shared Use Path. This is a project type for bicycle and pedestrian facilities as well. This is in Howard County and proposes construction of a 1.4-mile shared use pathway along Dobbin Road. And that's stretching from Maryland 175 to Oakland Mills. A section of this pathway will be added to Dobbin Road from Columbia Business Center to Dobbin Center Way, and will also involve 150 feet of existing sidewalk. And that sidewalk will be widened to provide shared use pathway. This project also adds sidewalks on the west side of Dobbin Road, from Oakland Mills Road to McGaw Court. And it introduces 7 new pedestrian crosswalks at 4 existing signalized intersections that are listed here as well. This is an emission reduction strategy, and I would also recommend for this one likely exempt conformity status. Are there any questions about this project or other recommendations for the conformity status?
I think bike ped and makes sense. And, I agree with the exemption status.
Yeah, me too. Seems like it all falls in bike ped.
And this one has funding beyond 26, Nicole?
Oh, yes, the funding. It does. It actually doesn't have any 26 funding. It looks like they are putting in for construction funding for 27 and 28.
We would note then that in the tip sheet that the engineering was funded. Al, when?
That's a good question. We'll have to follow up with that question. I don't think it shares that information in the request letter.
Yeah, because we've talked about this in the past, that we can't just show construction funding without identifying. And I know this was a TAP project at one point, so maybe that's where the engineering came from, but we just need to.
Yep. I will make a note of that. Yeah, I don't think we've created the tip sheet for this one just yet, but
slow with that one.
But yep, I'm making a note here to check on the engineering funding.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And just clarifying that this one will also be a May amendment for the 26-29 tip too. Okay.
Yep.
And Nicole, if you could check, since they're only asking for 2027, can you find out why they need to have it in the 26 tip? Not just,
I was actually just wondering the same thing. So, yeah, I'll make a note for that as well.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess if it doesn't need to be amended in, then.
right, can it just be part of the new
Yeah.
tip that you're working on now?
Yep, I think that makes sense. Thank you. Thanks for letting me jump in with these two projects. Sorry for the last minute additions.
Problem, thanks. Well, good. Okay, let me share this again. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know why that's there, but so this sheet there are existing projects that have been in the tip in the past and are going to be in the tip, the new tip. And just an update. So originally we were going to look at this huge Chop Road bridge over Bear Branch in Carroll County. It's been exempt in previous tips, I think, almost the whole time. I tried to go back to see if it was ever not exempt before, but I didn't notice that it was. So I think it's been exempt since it was a new project. And Nicole was coordinating with the project sponsor that they've already gotten NEPA approval with the exempt status. So I think if we were to make it not exempt, it would mess up approvals and everything. So I think we were thinking for this one to leave it as exempt, even though it is a 1 to 2 lane bridge replacement. But some of my thoughts on it were that the length of the bridge itself is like 51 feet, so it's very short. And the roadways leading up to it were not increasing capacity. So I think that's probably why it's been exempt previously. But yeah, happy to hear your all thoughts on it too.
So, okay, so it's existing as a 1 lane bridge. And what is the roadway on either side currently?
I want to say it's two lanes.
So it's probably 2 lanes, and then it's one of those bridges where you have to like alternate with the
So it's
traffic
tapering
coming
down
from one way.
Yeah.
Okay,
And they're just making it so that you can have free flow traffic.
right. Yeah, so I mean, that does
Yes.
not sound like that it would be like increasing emissions to have 2 lanes when the road on the other side is already 2 lanes. Like now you could just drive straight through.
Yeah, versus like
For 51
idling.
feet. Yeah, idling
Yeah.
and switching.
Yeah, no, agreed. It feels weird going from like 1 to 2 lanes and saying it's exempt.
Right.
But I guess if that's the logic behind it, I could see emissions being reduced from it.
Or at least just remaining how it is. Again, it doesn't sound like it would be worsening emissions by doing this. The new bridge will be single span.
I just dropped in the chat information that was shared the other day by our coordinator in Carroll County because she noticed that we had said that switched it to not exempt, and she gave a little more information about the bridge itself. And so not sure if this is hopefully this is helpful to confirm the exemption status, but yeah, she shared that it's a super rural location. It sounds like she says there's no plan to make the roadway 2 lanes leading up to the bridge. It's actually gravel pavement a little further away from the bridge, but they propose the 2 lanes due to width difference between the single and 2 lanes being minimal. Um, and the bridge is located where they're making it larger so folks can pass each other safely. Um,
That 160 people.
160
What are the odds they're
people.
actually?
But yeah, it does not sound like a situation where we are widening a bridge so that lots and lots of more cars can be driving and polluting. It sounds more of like a
safety thing.
yeah,
Anything.
safety. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, okay. It was a weird one, but I think I agree with keeping it exempt.
I was skeptical at first.
Yeah,
but now
same.
understanding the situation.
Okay. So sounds like we'll keep it as exempt and then,
Can you put a note on it or something, or I don't know. I don't know who's like reviewing this, if anyone's gonna see it and like raise their eyebrows at it or.
Right, like why is something exempt when it's going up a lane?
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I think that's why, Nicole had originally flagged it and then I guess Carroll County has already moved ahead with it and it's like, well, if it's not exempt, we'll have to
Yeah.
change things up in the NEPA approval.
That's a good admission.
Thanks, Steve. And I know Jasmine, you had a hard stop at 10 too, so if you wanted to quickly share if you had any updates, otherwise, thanks for joining.
Thank you all. No updates on this end today, but thank you all for the updates you provided.
Yep. Thank you for joining.
All right, bye.
Okay, and the last project to review that's been existing as an exempt project in the tip. We are wondering, it's the same kind of a thing. Well, it's not a bridge, but it's a new roadway. It's 0.7 miles long. And so the new roadway would be 2 lanes, and it's to provide design and right-of-way acquisition of a section of Hanover Road on a new alignment between Ridge Road and New Ridge Road in Hanover and Anne Arundel County. Engineering funds were programmed in fiscal year 2017. No schedule or funding for construction has been determined. And this project, let's see, is a breakout project from the Maryland 295 project planning study. And I want to say, is someone going to say something?
I was just going to say this is in the LRTP in like 2040. So it's just a breakout from that. It's just right-of-way preservation. I don't know, you might have to move it up or I don't know what that changes, but just as additional information.
Okay.
Is this just a planning project, or like a study project?
No, it's design and right-of-way acquisition. So we're just trying to preserve the corridor. There's development, going on in this corridor that made us actually, have to go preserve the right-of-way because, for whatever reason, just because it's in our plan, in the airport's plan, I guess we can't keep a developer from building on it. So we had to do design and we're purchasing the right-of-way to keep the corridor clear for the future project.
Okay. But yeah, because it's a new road, I think we flagged it just because it's increasing as a new road. But I think another note was in previous discussions with exempt or not exempt, anything under a mile we've considered exempt before, and it's 0.7 miles long. So I'm not sure what you all think, but it was exempt before, and now we're wondering if it should be not exempt.
So it was exempt as part of the larger project that it's now getting broken out from.
I think so.
I don't- No, yeah, I don't think that part is exempt. The other project is in but this was just right-of-way acquisition, so I think that's why it was previously exempt. I don't know. Maybe it was just design and we added right-of-way. I thought we had right-of-way in here, but anyway. The project itself would not be exempt, but when the requirement to include in conformity, I guess. I mean, it's in there just in 2040.
I mean, if it's already in there and this is just a breakout project, like I don't know much about right-of-way processes, but like, are there emissions related to that? Like,
Well,
no.
yeah, it's confusing because it's like, okay, you're acquiring the right of way, so that itself, probably not, but it's because then in the future there will be a road built.
Which is already being modeled as part of a different project.
Oh, I see. Like the
Right,
actual
like-
building of the road itself is in that other project? Is that what you're saying?
And as in,
Yes, yeah. And it's being modeled, just the year, I guess, is what, I don't know if that changes or anything, but until there's construction funding, I wouldn't think
yeah,
that we would require the year to change
Okay. Yeah.
horizon.
Hold up.
Ignore that.
Sorry for people online. I'm just gonna pull up the exempt project list.
oh, thank you.
So, yeah, because if it was like a planning study, it's exempt.
Yeah,
Design and right of way.
I don't know much about right-of-way acquisition.
Yes.
They have anything specifically about right of way in here.
Wait, can you scroll down again? It said acquisition, but I think it was something else under other. But no, acquisition of scenic easements. Okay.
There must be other examples from like other states or past tips or something. So worst ones are worse. We can look for that, but I don't know.
I'm taking notes from Keith. Being newer to this tip process, even though this was originally exempt, I, on the conservative side, flagged it as not exempt.
I think as long as like cars aren't like being added to the roads, like, you know, like capacity isn't increasing with this project, like I could see it being exempt. And again, as long as the rest of the project is being modeled, I think it should be fine.
Yeah, and it says no schedule or funding for construction has been determined.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like you're just like setting yourself up for like the future project.
Right.
And then you're saying even if it was construction, it's under a mile, so in the past that one we might have even considered
Right,
to be exempt.
right. Okay.
In the list of exemptions, does it talk about advanced land acquisition or anything? Or not?
It just says about planning, it's like a planning
Yeah, nothing
project.
specific about acquisitions, unless it was a scenic easement, but, yeah, just an exempt project would be like planning and technical studies, or things that do not involve or lead directly to construction. But maybe because this one there's no schedule or funding for construction determined yet, it could kind of fall under that reasoning.
I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
How do you
Yeah,
feel?
this is definitely a weird one.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get a call from Federal Highway? I know they just left, but I mean, can we just ask them or not? 'Cause- 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 'cause-
Nicole or Zach, do you have any thoughts on this one?
Um, I'm wondering if just since this was noted as exempt before by ICG, if it's all right if we just maintain it as exempt. Again, I just when I was doing my project reviews, anytime I saw the lanes shifting, I flagged it as not exempt, even if it was a pre-existing reviewed project. Um, so
Yeah,
perhaps it could just remain exempt.
I agree with that. I mean, ultimately, it's ICG's choice. I'm trying to dig up. So it looks like it was last determined to be exempt in 2017. So it has a fairly long history of that status. I'm trying to dig up. I was tip coordinator at that time. I kind of remember the conversation surrounding it, but it was 10 years ago almost. Uh, and I think so. I'm trying to dig that up. I can, if I happen to dig up the justification, I'm happy to share that with committee. Um, but it has been at that status since at least the 2018 to 2021 tip.
You all are okay with keeping it exempt? And then if Zach finds more info, share it, but
I think so.
Okay, I think that sounds okay. And yeah, just share anything else over email. I was trying to dig and see if I could find anything, but it's just the same as what we just looked at, so I didn't see anything else.
okay. All right, yeah, it is so strange though that some of these hidden in the exempt, existing
Yeah.
exempt with 0 to 2 lanes, and yeah, so,
Yeah.
okay, well, I guess we'll keep as is in the new tip. Both exempt for now unless like later or something, if we have to go back and
Yeah.
amend the tip, but okay,
Sounds good.
okay. I think that was all of the projects. One more. And then, yeah, I sent everyone an email because I had updated these sheets. So there were like a handful of projects that were in the email I sent that we actually were removed from the 2027 and 2030 tip. And it's all reflected in the updated sheets, but most of them were exempt. And like, for example, there's like Baltimore Penn Station multimodal investments, Camden connector, Patapsco Avenue pedestrian bicycle bridge. So a lot of transit or bike ped ones, unfortunately, I guess not funded or not in this year's tip.
Hopefully they make their way back into
Yeah,
another tip.
yeah, hopefully in the future. But that doesn't impact the conformity because it's just removing projects that already were in. I think that is all we needed to review. Unless, yeah, we got the 2 ones from Nicole. So 6 new projects and then 2 existing ones that we're going to keep exempt. So if everyone is okay with that, we can move to a vote. So we will now vote to approve the exemption status of the projects in the tip. Can I please have a motion and a second?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All right. And all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Awesome. So the exemption status for 27 and 2030 tip is approved. which now means we can start modeling.
That's where Robin comes in.
Yay. All right. Thanks, everyone. So moving right along now for any member updates. I am realizing, Brian, I forgot to send you VRTB updates, but I think the UPWP has been, the public comment period ended and is now set to, as a resolution for the next board meeting to be considered for approval, and that will have the new budget for fiscal year 27 and the new like consultant projects and everything that will be in there. So do you have anything else, Brian, from DRTB or?
I do not.
Okay. Catherine, any MDE updates?
We are still working on our maintenance plans for Baltimore and Cecil County. I believe everyone here hopefully got an invite to another moves working group, because we will be developing new budgets. And I think we have some preliminary numbers, but we just want to convene the working group and get everyone on the same page. And this will impact future conformity analyses, but we should be good for this year.
Okay, great. And at that meeting, I guess now will Marcia and Mohammed know that they can start the moves model for this conformity now that we've met?
Oh, now that we've like voted on stuff,
Yeah.
we can let them know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Marcia's normally on these meetings,
Yeah.
but
I know that Rob, you coordinate with them,
Mhm.
but yeah, because the next ICG meeting is May 6th, which is like 4 weeks away, and that's hopefully when we can have the modeling results to approve for public comment. So,
Okay.
yeah, so if modeling can, hopefully there's no issues. I don't.
Yeah.
Because at least the new projects are all exempt, so it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, any updates?
I don't have anything major I can think of. I know from the air quality team, Virginia and crew we've been working on a lot with the CMAC and the 4-year target setting and all that stuff. But
yeah,
I don't think much detail on that we need with this group. So that's all I can think of.
Okay. And yeah, Jasmine said she didn't have any updates, and I did not see, there's no Greg or Laura. That's the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, does anyone else have any questions and updates? All right. So I guess our next scheduled meeting is May 6th, and that's a Wednesday again at 9:30 a.m. That one will be virtual. And if there's no other questions, I guess good to go.
Sounds great.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for joining online, guys.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.